I'm Tové Kane. Welcome to your mindfulness moment. Hi there, and welcome to your free mindfulness session on my page, on my profile page. It's an absolute pleasure to be with you today. For many people, it's the start of their lockdown. You're in preparation mode. So I wanted to just spend a moment with you and just wish you all the very best for the start of this journey, because I would imagine the idea that we're just going to be 21 days in lockdown is possibly generous. We might be here for a bit longer. So what does that look like for a lot of people? That's quite stressful. So hello to Lisa, Jade, Belinda, Andy. Nice to have you all with us today. And JP, if you are keen and if you enjoy these mindfulness sessions, it would be a pleasure for me to bring them to you. So all you have to do is let me know. Hi, Gail. It's up to you, because it's free and it's for you and it's for your benefit. So it's entirely your choice. I'm available to do it. Fred's joined us as well. And it would be an absolute treat for me to bring you some calm, I hope, and to give you a sense. Hello, Lisa. It's a rare, hi Sharon, it's very rare in Northern Ireland to be able to sit outside. So I'm taking the opportunity, not only because our garden feels like a sanctuary, but also because, well, it's not raining, and I'm always the person that looks for the silver lining. So what is clear for all of us is that this is an unprecedented time. We're very stressed. The anxiety levels are, I would say, at a really heightened place. And so you might be saying to yourself, well, I am anxious. I'm not sure what to do about that. And I want to just remind you that with mindfulness, it's not about having to do. You don't achieve mindfulness. You don't reach or strive or get mindfulness. And now I have to carefully move the hair off my face without touching it. Moving along. But yes, it's a thing about. Thank you, Pat, for joining us. It's a thing about being mindful. So it's an experience that you give to yourself. And that's something that's really gentle, much easier than you would expect, more accessible than you can imagine, and it's something that you are giving to yourself. Isn't that incredible? So stress is also something you're giving to yourself, because stress is the story of the future unknown, and it hasn't happened, and that's what we're worried about. What if, the big what if. But what I've written about in my new book, Mind Over Matter, is rather choose the phrase, wouldn't it be cool? Isn't that nicer? So we're used to the space of what if, and we build up scenarios of anxiety. But what about the idea of wouldn't it be cool? Yeah? Hello, Janine. Belinda says would love it working from home, so a mindful moment will be very welcome. Well, that's great. So I'll change the times up a little bit. So. But of course they'll be on repeat, so you can listen to them as often as you like. Hi Robin, nice to have you here, Robin from Belfast. So the concept of Facebook Live is that we can connect with each other, interact with each other. So press your like buttons, press the love buttons if it's something that resonates with you. I see Mias has just joined us as well. And that way I can get a sense of how you're experiencing this and how we can share the experience together. Because I think with this social isolation, it's quite difficult, isn't it, to kind of live in this world all alone, detached, isolated. Feels very unusual, and it's actually cause of a lot of stress. So what I was saying earlier is, just as stress is the experience that you give yourself, yes, of course, it's based in circumstances that you can clearly see, but relaxation is also the experience you give yourself. Hello, Kat. Relaxation is also the experience you give yourself. I see Al's joined us as well, and Stuart. So if you are not having to get mindfulness or having to achieve mindfulness, but you simply experience mindfulness, why don't we give it a go? Are you keen? So this is a beautiful thing where you can just come into this moment with me. Coming to you from my garden, which is normally under rain, and it's a moderate spring, early spring day, and we can just be together. So I want you to just hear the sound of the chime. And as you hear the last of the chime, that will be our indication that we're going to be in mindfulness. We'll just take the experience. If you're brand new to this experience, I'll guide you through. And if you're an experienced practitioner, take up your position and get comfortable. So I'll give you a moment just to get yourself into your position as to how you would like to be today, how you want to show up for this nurturing. Hi, Stuart. 2 Stuarts have just joined us. So let's give that experience to ourselves today. So we just listen to that last of the remnant sound. And just take that moment to transition from where you've been up until now, wherever you are in the world, and just come into this moment. And a good way to do that is to take in a breath. And release through the nose. And gradually bring your awareness from where you've been, the stories in the world, and just come and be present. Just in this moment. And the mind might still be engaged in anxiety. It might still be very busy with what plans you have to do, what's still got to be arranged for today. And that's really fine. That's really fine, because we can get back to that in just a moment. So when those sensations of anxiety come up into the body through thoughts in the mind, just acknowledge them and assure yourself, I'll get back to that. And now just notice, has there been tension in your shoulders? Sometimes we hold a lot of anxiety up in our shoulders. So just breathe and literally let that anxiety just literally drop away off your shoulders. And just experience coming into the quiet. And if thoughts arise, just allow them to come up. And just allow them to dissolve. Thoughts come up out of nothingness. And they dissolve away again to nothingness. So, experience the quiet. Pat says her shoulders are slowly relaxing. Alison and Mandy and Mrs. Sadaib, hello Antoinette, lovely to see you. We're all just allowing the tension just to drop away. It's an invitation that you make to your experience to just let go. Feel the breath coming into your body. Noticing the breath coming in through the nose. And then just out through the nose again. And you almost feel yourself drop down lower again. Ian's joined us as well, thank you. So now with these next 3 breaths, have the experience of lowering, just going lower into relaxation. So we breathe together and exhale and lower. And gently take that second breath. Exhale and lower again. And another breath to take us lower still. And all the way down, all the way down. Into the quiet. Into the peace. And this feeling now feels manageable, doesn't it? The whole world is in this together. We're all experiencing this together. And whilst we can't physically be together, in mindfulness we can connect. And in your imagination, you can send loving thoughts to your friends and your family. It was my son's birthday yesterday, and I couldn't be with him. It's 3 months to the day since my mother died. And my environment has changed. One of the roles I have is in the tourism industry. And naturally that's gone. So if you're in a place of doubt, anxiety, a sense of loss, trauma, stress, yeah, I'm right there with you. I get that. And you'll find so many other people get you for the first time. So if you'd like to come back, if you're keen, maybe we can have a daily time. You let me know. Leave a comment here. Send your messages. And let's just take a nice closing breath as we release today's mindfulness session. Together we breathe. And we let go. And just fill your heart space with a deep sense of gratitude. Thank you. It was my pleasure to be with you today. Let me know if you'd like to come back, what sort of times work for you, bearing in mind you can listen to this on repeat, so you're welcome to share it with your friends. And it is free. It's for you. It's my gift. And be kind to yourself and those around you.